Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, I think we are live. That was my big intro.
I did hear it. I'm going to mute the stream.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Hi, everybody. Yeah. I'm going to do the welcome thing now. No, that's not it.
I'm going to go dark while I eat.
Sure thing. Hi, Internet. Hi, there you are. I hope you're doing well. Hope you got stabbed lately, if you got the opportunity. If that's your choice. If it's not your choice, well, hey, I guess that's your choice. But still. Anyway, speaking of stabbing, we're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons. In particular, except we started with a homebrew, and we're going to end with a homebrew. Shh, don't tell them. All right, so we're going to meet the players over here in just a second. My name is Todd. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master. This is episode 50, guys.
Wow.
50.
I'm Sarah.
That's huge. So, my camera likes to move. So we're going to go around the horn and meet everybody in a second. But, let's celebrate that for a second. We've been morally ambiguous for 50 episodes, not including Shadowrun, because we also do Shadowrun. And these guys have been doing lots of stuff. They're currently in hell, and I'm excited to get towards the end of this book. We're getting there. So we'll see what happens tonight. So since we've got 3 players, 2 visible anyway, we're gonna go around the table, do quicker introductions for those who've never seen or heard this before. So let's start just to my other side here. Gordon, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Gordon. I am playing a human shadow sorcerer named Fenris. And he is the youngest member of the party, very impressionable, at the ripe old age of roughly 18, 19. And, he's what I would say going on a certain journey right now and taking along the party for the ride.
I kind of feel like you would have had a birthday in hell, just for part of the story. It'd be like, happy
been a while.
birthday. And like the ash raining down.
Constantly lit candles.
Yeah, you're just watching the corpses of your enemies burn like candles on the field. Except everything's immune to fire damage. All right, so you're going to be our human sorcerer, and thank you for joining us all the way back in episode 1, and we've been learning a lot about him so far. So thank you very much. All right, let's keep on trucking. Darcy's next. Hey, Darcy.
Hello. Hi. How are you? How are you, Todd?
I'm pretty good. I'm nursing
Always
a bit
remember
of
to
a sore
ask
throat.
that back at your GM.
Ooh. You're just buttering me up after last week of egging me on. That's what this is.
Okay, I'll egg you on some more.
You're just trying to level that playing field.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
This is the part before the game where we talk as people, and then you become the enemy later.
Oh, okay, that's fair. You know, it's funny. I've definitely played at tables where the DM acted like the enemy. I don't think I'm that. Maybe tonight I am. But
that only really works if you're playing a system that highly limits what the GM can do, right? If you're playing really strictly to a module where you're like, oh yeah, this is how strong the encounter is, I didn't tune it, so I can be as mean as I want with it, because someone else is holding me back, right? Because otherwise, the GM can just throw a Tarrasque at you every single session, right? Well, there's nothing stopping that from happening. So you can't really treat yourself as the enemy.
Speaking of Tarrasque, you reminded me on the Discord server that Yaufen once threw a Tarrasque at you guys. So,
I think it was Yau, but I don't remember.
Somebody in chat said Tarrasque, and I was like, okay. And so we had a little tiny bit of a Tarrasque come through a portal. And you could have kept the toenail. Imagine that as like spell components.
I know. It happened like right at the end
Armor.
of the session. I think we thought about it and then like forgot.
Like somewhere in the basement of El Terrell, there is a Tarrasque toenail. And then you could forge that into plate mail like a bear. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, when we go back to El Terrell, everyone's just gonna have like Tarrasque armor. Like at least like 4 people. I don't know how much that would cover.
Well, let's go find out. Okay, so
Go find
also here, but not on the video part of this. Oh no, I'm gonna have to redo all the cameras again, but that's okay. Also joining us. That's okay. It has to eat. I get it. We've got Carl, who's joining us from down south. Definitely the farthest. You get points for dialing in from the farthest. But you are. Who are you, Carl in the blind?
Well, folks, my character is often considered the canary in the coal mine, almost literally, being one of the only non-humans in the party, playing a Aarakocra monk, shadow monk to be exact. So, Falurie is looking forward to this culminating event, if you will, of slaying of the Avernus.
Yes, the mid-level boss, who has been taunting most of this party again and again, an Avernus named Sarnia, and of course your own personal betrayer, Kaleka. Kaleka was a viewer suggestion, so I'm keeping it.
Nice. Good.
All right, and that brings us round to Bela.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bela, and I play Darmita, who is dark and ambiguous. She's a fallen Aasimar ranger at Gloomstalker ranger, and she's in probably the worst place she could ever be, which is hell.
It's full of targets.
Yeah, that she's asked to play nice with.
That is tough. Especially your mother.
Yeah, including my mother, who would be considered a target at any other given time, and whom she has killed at least once.
It's true. Your mother, you found out just how fallen your Aasimar is, and it turns out she was a celestial deva who fought alongside none other than Zariel themselves as they assaulted the Hells, only to find themselves trapped, promised to the service, and transfigured into a devilish version of themselves. And, but just enough of dear old sweet mommy to maybe try to help you out if she can somehow find a way. So that's the party. I'm the DM, and that brings me over to you, Internet, because Internet, you are part of our game. All right. So what I mean by that is, if you're watching, you are invited to use plot points. Yeah. Yelfin's got the plot points at the ready. Thank you. Good to see you there, Sarah Fabriel. And everybody else who's watching in chat or listening after the fact, I did want to say that you can play with us live and make suggestions and redeem those plot points and come up with ideas, come up with names, come up with ideas, and we can throw them at the players and we'll improvise it into the game as best we can. So thank you for joining us, both live and after the fact. Also, a quick shout out. We just passed 1,000 downloads on Podbean on our podcast, and over 2,500 lifetime downloads. So thanks so much for the listeners after the fact. Shout out to Australia, the United States, Germany, Sweden, all over the place. So thanks so much. And of course, Canadians dialing in from where we're from. So, and I mean, Carl's calling in from the States, but really, he's Canadian, right?
Yeah, we'll be coming back in 2 months, man.
Nice, that's awesome. So, don't forget to join us live, and if you can, and if you can't, check it out after the fact and check out the backlog. All right, without further ado, let's go to hell. You find yourselves on the top floor of an incredibly damaged structure. once the vaulted flying fortress of Avernus. One time the prized possession, the prized fortress of Bel, the Archduke of Hell. Then, after what Bel would consider the usurpation, that's a word, right? Zariel, attacked by the demonic forces and forced to flee the damaged structure. It crashed on the plains of Avernus, slamming itself into the ground like a railway spike driven into the heart of the dusty, broken plains. The twisting river of the Styx, the blood-red water out of which crawls the demon hordes on an unpredictable and regular basis, driven back by the armies of hell, pressed into service by hierarchy of devils. They are constantly on the look for new recruits. This has led them to steal mortals' souls, to twist and trick and tempt as many mortal lives into the fight as possible. Here you find yourselves on one of these floating battleships, now crashed, twisted and broken below, but large sections of it are still somewhat intact. It's been scavenged, it's been damaged, it's been twisted. On your way up, you passed pools of ichor in hallways. You crawled your way past broken superstructure, venting pipes, still sparking wires and strange apparatus. You climbed your way to the top, where you'd heard that your prey, the Aarakocra, Carl, your Aarakocra, Falurie, your prey, that which brought you into hell, rumored to be on the very top level. The rest of you come seeking, okay, let's admit it, revenge. You hate that bitch. Like you have battled her, you have pushed her through portals, you have done so much, and yet she still vexes you and haunts you and gets away at almost every opportunity. And now she is within your grasp. You also happen to be finding your way towards a potential tool in your battle versus Zariel. Rumored to be in the top floor, in some kind of vault, hidden away, 9 adamantian rods that somehow you feel or suspect hold some kind of importance, certainly for Bel, but perhaps for your quest to free El Terrell and or take down Zariel. On getting to the top floor, you have stealthed your way through, taking out one of the sentries, flinging their body from the top out of one of the holes in the wall. That was your move there, Carl. You also, yes, absolutely. You also found yourselves face to face with 2 more spine devils and a horned devil standing sentry on this top deck. Almost Fenris using his hat of disguise to try to impersonate the spine devil that you threw from the precipice, only to discover. Yeah, that worked pretty good actually. Until, after a time, something went wrong, and a horned devil stepped out, came flying back up, carrying the body of this fallen spine devil. Throws it down, takes a look, where Fenris, if I remember correctly, had just been like, "Ooh, excuse me." And Darmita lacing into them with arrow after arrow, Fenris exploding them with, not fire, it is hell after all, with fireballs laced with static electricity. I almost want to call them like pyroclastic balls, but that is a mouthful. Also sounds vaguely dirty. So you find yourselves staring at the sentries guarding passage to your goals. Morally ambiguous crew, can you please roll initiative? Right off the bat. We're right in here tonight on SideQuest Live. 15 minutes in, we're into combat. This is Dungeons and Dragons. Absolutely. Speaking of which, I should probably get the monsters out for you. Okay. Last time, I don't think we rolled, so we'll just take it as fresh, even if you did. Fresh combat. Please roll initiative. Ooh, Henrietta. All right. Let me grab my dice here too, because I like to roll the old-fashioned dice. I miss it. I miss the old clink of the die, the fear in the eyes. Doesn't translate into camera quite the same way. All right. Falurie, how'd you do? Nice. Like a monk. All right. Darmita. And Gordon. Oh, sorry, Fenris. Alrighty. Interesting. Okay. Falurie, you look across. You had been kind of stealthing towards the back, but being very speedy, stealthy, quick. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I don't know if you can see the map this time. I know it was a problem before. Okay, so you start there at the corner. Where you threw the body out was one kind of balcony, if you will, shattered wall. There are little offshoot rooms and back down the hallway that you came along. Around the corner is where you hear that incessant buzzing of some sturges that you'd been stealthing near, and that's also where you all choked out and beat down the one spined devil, and then you were busy dragging it to that precipice and chucking it off. So what do you want to do? Yeah, that definitely happened. You have a pretty good idea that you can see Fenris from where you are, and you can see where Fenris is looking. And Fenris looks like the spine devil that you just threw out of the window a few minutes ago. Oh dear. Oh, hold on. Apparently, the internet can't hear the rest of you, but now they can, because I forgot to push a button. Okay. So, I suck.
Thank you. Time?
Sorry. Pretty much since the intro. So, Goblin Brain likes shiny click-clacks. Nice. Thank you for the heads up on Canny Tree and Yalfen. There, you can hear them now. They're just not
cool. Maybe was that only after the intro and the initial introductions were good?
Exactly.
So, Falurie probably saw me chuck a lightning ball and back away, so stuff's going on, and you probably you
can see the general direction, but you don't see the vulnerable from where you are.
I can see the map on Twitch. I can't see it on Roll20.
Okay.
Yeah, the lighting isn't showing up for
cheating by looking on Twitch.
It's called being resourceful.
It's true.
But I will go use an action to go invisible.
Okay.
And I will move towards where I saw Fenris shoot the lightning bolt.
Sure thing. I think you have control of your character. So
I do, but sure, but I don't know. Oh wait, so let me see.
You see what you see, sir. So you only see from your perspective. You don't see the overview.
Move over one and see if it changes. If it doesn't change, there's a problem.
No, it brings me. Oh, who's moving my character now?
I did. Can you see now?
All right. Not anymore.
Oh,
okay. It's supposed to be dynamic light, but it doesn't look like it's working. So.
Yeah, that's weird. All right, I'll see if I can reveal it for you there. As you step around the corner, go rushing around in your monk shit. Do you see it now? No, I don't know.
No, I do not. But it's all right. I'll go by what I see on the stream. So I move there and then remain invisible after my movement, and that's it. I will monitor and.
All right. So you rush into the room and take stock. Probably about 15 feet away from you, just a little bit down, and towards the massive open sections. There's most of the back wall of this has been just sheared off in previous attacks. And you can see these consoles, most of them stripped and bare with wires and pipes and weird levers. Row after row of these. This was the command deck. And in front of you, you can see the Spine Devil. And then a little bit further back, probably about 30, 40 feet, about 30, 40 feet away from you, is this massive horned devil staring down, and who's called his to his charges and says,
"Protect the mistress. Kill them all."
All right, that's
hear that.
That's Falurie. Darmita.
All right, so I stepped into the shadows so I couldn't be seen.
Mm-hmm. It is considered dim light. You're kind of crouched in the corner by that one door.
Yeah.
It just kind of in these little alcoves on the north end of this command deck.
All right, so I'm gonna go back over here again, where I was.
Strafe right. There you go.
Yeah. And I am going to unleash again.
All right.
This time though, this time I only get the 2 though.
That's
because I've already took. Or is this?
This is technically new combat.
I think this is new combat.
I would allow it
because we did a good job at isolating one, right? There was a whole that was more roleplay than combat, right? Barely.
Now the Horn Devil did take arrows from her in the last round.
Yes.
So,
so she's kind of revealed herself.
Right.
I had
a surprise round.
I had a surprise round. I was still hidden
because even though. Which is the devil we killed, but that's not the one.
But then I moved to the other side because I'm shrouded by the darkness. So I moved to the other side because he saw it coming from this location. So this is the top of the non-surprise round.
Right. So just regular then.
So yeah, that was my assumption, but.
Yes,
I just wanted to clarify.
Your hunter's mark still remains on that horned devil, well as several arrows sticking out from its torso. You hit it really hard last round. You and Fenris just rocked this poor guy. All right, what do you want to do?
I'm doing it.
Whoa, that is a crit.
Really?
Wow.
My last one. The last one I hit him with, the third strike from last week
was also a crit. So this is 2 crits in 2 rounds, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
So the first one was a 21. I think that hits.
That does hit.
Okay. So then I have a 3d6 for my hunter's mark.
Nice.
Right? Because I've got the 2 for the hits, and then the 3rd for the crit. So that's another 9. That's a lot of 9s happening there.
9, 9, 9, and 1.
Yeah. So 27, 28?
Yikes.
Did I do my math?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Did my math right?
Oh, man. Yikes. So, just to be clear, for those who missed the end of last episode, you did 85 points between you and Fenris. Now it's been 113. That is huge. This thing is just getting rocked. One of your arrows hits it near the hip, the other one right in the thigh. As this thing is just kind of hovering there, these massive leathery wings, its long spiked tail, forked, I should say. It cries out in
then I'm
pain.
going to hide.
Yeah, it sees you.
I'm going to go put myself in a corner.
Sure, you scoot back, but good luck hiding from him now, because he's got your number now.
Bring me
I'm assuming
that
he
one's
has-
skin.
All right. Coming up next, Henrietta.
Yeah, I think we see her kind of just like slowly walk over, like just kind of dejectedly. Sort of make my way as far as I can.
The
Hey,
pacifist paladin of Pelor. Being like,
Let me double check my distances. It's just like, yeah, 10. Yeah, so I'd have still an extra 10 feet. I'm going to position myself here and just kind of hold up my shield and be like, all right, you got to come through me to get to her. And like, that's it. That's what I'm doing. I'm just
Alright.
kind of like, I
Are
can't.
you using me as a shield?
No, you're invisible. I can't see you.
Oh,
I don't know you're there.
actually, at this point, as you're walking through, you bump into something, and you're like, what? And you feel
And
feathers
it's like, oh, it's a beak. Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry.
right across Falorie's face. Valerie is a female Aarakocra monk, so you have an awkward moment there. It's like, whoa, sorry.
Yeah, actually, I'll do that. I'll be like, sorry. As you were, I'll give her a bardic inspiration.
Nice. That's good because you also gave away her position.
That's not my beak.
Getting frisky. All right, and so you're posting up and getting ready to defend Darmita.
Yeah, so I didn't take an action. I'll take a dodge technically because like why not? But,
Sure,
yeah,
why
I'll
not?
take a dodge.
All right, coming up next. So the horned devil is none too pleased, and does two things. It pulls out this weird kind of metal tube on a string and just goes. None of you can hear anything. After which, its wings just unravel, and it just rushes past all these consoles. Let me just count real fast. Oh yeah, 15, 20, 25. Hold on. 30, 35, 40.
Lower down more.
45 and just cruises past, like rushes past right next to Henrietta and just
Yeah, I tried to move forward up so I
the
could have
wings.
grappled them, but I didn't.
Buffets you with the wings as it tries to push past, but it doesn't actually leave your reach, and so you don't get the opportunity attack, unfortunately. But it's
Move it
right
further,
next to
didn't think
you,
about it.
and it's now pressing up against Darmita, right into the corner. This massive horns and the face just leaning down, just staring at her, and it's still somewhat sparking and on fire from Fenris earlier, so it's casting a little bit of light, and as the light flickers, little parts of you become visible, Darmita, as your Gloomstalker feature is not unfortunately going to help you all that much, and it leans into your face and says,
There you are.
and it does 2 attacks.
Let me double check something because I can definitely use
Ooh.
Cutting words on one
Yep.
if I need to, so don't like.
So the first
Too much.
attack is a critical.
But I also have to defend. Oh, really? That's fine.
And the
That's gonna
second
hit no matter
one
what your AC
is 25 to hit. I'm pretty sure that is.
That'll do it.
All right.
That'll
I will say something to the 25. I might be able to get that low enough.
Sure.
I'm lucky.
Make your roll.
What I was going to say is, like, give me a second because I might be able to impose disadvantage, but that's
Nice.
fine.
You can also, yeah, you can do that. You can use your interrupt.
I don't know if I have to be adjacent to the target or adjacent to the attacker.
I'm gonna say you're, because you're fairly close and it's a big creature. You can harry its arms and legs and tail. In particular, its tail is vicious, and you're closer to it. So I'm gonna allow that. You can get your reaction.
How would you do that? Like if I was getting it, would you just like you've already rolled? Is what I'm saying. Right?
Well, I'd take the I'd say, yeah, I guess I would take.
It's not really appropriate.
Yeah. Okay. Next, because it gets 2 attacks, I'll just count this as 1 attack, and then I'll do the next one.
Sure.
All right.
I mean,
so you can have
technically-
disadvantage on the next. Is that fair?
Yeah. Technically, if we were to get to it, if you're using the protection, you'd have to be within 5 feet of Darmita.
I'm going to say you can use this on the tail if you want to, because you are right next to the tail. But
Right, what I'm saying is that we have too much information because we've already seen both die results, and I know it won't do anything, right? Theoretically, I might have done it beforehand, but like I'm obviously not going to how and it's like.
No. All right. Well, we'll just let them lie as they are. Nonetheless, you do have bardic
The problem
inspiration.
with this build is that I only have 1 reaction, and I got 2 ways of defending people. So yeah, I will try and use the cutting words.
So
just like,
cutting words, are you
over
going to
here!
take down
No!
the damage, or are you going to take down the attack? Because you
I'm
can
gonna take down
either.
the attack. That's how that works, right? Yeah. No, I think I think I can do damage. I'm not gonna do that. I'll spend my reaction to try and call it over to me instead, basically.
Sure thing.
So 1's definitely a crit, but the 25 I can maybe help. I think I got a D8. I got a D8. Okay. Wish me luck. 4 is probably not enough. 21.
20.
Nope. Probably isn't gonna do it.
21 still hits. So it snarls at you and replies back.
Your turn will come.
And so, Darmita, first attack is with a. Thankfully, you're lucky. It was the fork that it's carrying, this massive pitchfork, and it is 30 points of damage. The second attack was the tail, which does 10 points of damage. Can I get you to do a? I didn't write down which kind of saving throw. Damn it.
It's con, right? It's poison, right? Or is
Yeah,
it
let's
bleed?
go
It might be the
Constitution
bleed.
saving.
Either
throw.
way, it should be con. Yeah. Might be like an infernal scar, which maybe it's like charisma, but I don't think so.
This is
I don't-
infernal wound.
Yeah, that might be charisma. I think it's a constitution, but it could be.
You get a bonus from being close to Darmita.
I'm not
Darmita.
technically close enough. It depends on how
And-
you measure it. It's 10 feet, I think. Maybe it's 15. Should double check that.
You should double check that because that might matter. 15
Pretty sure
does
it's
not pass.
But aren't you 10 feet?
I mean, am I 10 feet from you, or am I 15 feet from
Yeah.
You are currently.
You're only 2 squares.
you? Wait, but there's 2 squares between us, right? Right?
Well,
we're not at the edge of our squares. We're in the middle of our squares. Anyway, it's
okay.
it's just
So
the way that the game
unfortunately,
is.
I think
Oh.
that it does just 5 feet too far. I'm too
Yeah,
nice
let me
as a
just
DM, is what I'm
double
learning.
check this. It's true, you are.
So,
bonus
unless it's
nice.
15 feet. If it's 15,
Yeah,
you get
I don't think it is. It's 10. It's 10. Yeah.
Okay.
Within 10 feet of you.
So you fail. So what that means is you suffer an infernal wound as the pitchfork stabs into you like brutally, pinning your one arm right against the wall, right through. You're pretty sure it might be broken as well. The tail comes right up and it guts you, stabbing into your lower abdomen, and you can feel it go really far up. And then that takes 10 damage. So you took 30 from the fork, 10 more from the tail. However, this is an infernal wound, and you can feel this festering. And so you're going to be losing hit points at the beginning of each of your turn. Okay. that concludes the horned devil. The spine devil, right on its tail, comes flying forward and rushing forward, trying to get past two, and tries to flank Henrietta, but literally bumps into Falurie, and it throws it off for a second. So I'm going to give it disadvantage on its attack on Henrietta. It does have reach, so it's still going to try. It's actually, when it can't get through, it turns and throws its tail spines, but it does have disadvantage. Ooh, the 5's not going to hit, and it gets 2, and does, it's not a lot. 13 hit your AC, Henrietta.
Hey,
no.
Question for you, Todd. If she's throwing her tail spines, I'm in the way. Could I try and catch missiles?
Doesn't that only work if you get, like, it does damage?
Hey, man, I'm just
if you roll and it reduces the damage, I don't know. It'd be cool if you could do something. I just don't know how that works.
In this case, if you want to, you could do it, but neither of them actually hit.
I'm saying you'd have to make something up because there's no roll to it, right? It just reduces damage.
Yeah. So in this case, if it had hit you, I would allow that, but unfortunately, it did not hit. You guys can root for me to hit later on. Fred and Thomadian. Here we go. The horned devil hisses at the others and says,
Fred, Thomadian, attack.
To which both of them say, Yes, Bob. Of course, the horned devil is named Bob. And thank you, Uncanny Tree. Those are good redemptions. All right, coming up next, Fenris. On deck is Falurie.
I want to spend a plot point, and I want to make it so this horned devil was the brother of the other horned devil who we fought back in the fortress, the one who I
love it.
Put to an unfortunate demise. And so I'm going to call out as I'm about to cast my, so like, I remember you. I killed your brother.
What? You killed Doug?
He was calling for help from you, and you didn't help him. And I mind sliver him.
Okay, yep, that's canon. All right.
So he has to do an intelligence saving throw, I assume at advantage.
Yep, he does have
but it's
resistance.
Intelligent. I recall they're not very intelligent.
Not too bad. Oh, that is a natural 20.
Okay, so he passed it. And I'm going to quick cast Light.
Nice.
So I'll spend 2 sorcery points, and he has to do a Constitution. I think it's a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Yep.
What was the first one?
The first one was the Mind Sliver.
Oh, that's what that was. Okay, I just kind of
that was intelligence.
I was too busy thinking of the name of his brother.
Yeah.
Right. Constitution. He is somewhat conny. Does 21?
Yes.
Okay.
21 would pass. He would take half damage.
Okay. So he'll take half damage on this.
Okay.
Just his infernal nature, his rough, thick, devilish hide. It's almost bronze and red and leathery and thick as he's rocking mostly naked, and just these massive twisting muscles scarred up from many battles. In fact, he's got this one chip in his horn that was probably from you guys.
So he takes 16.
Nice. Okay, he takes them and just growls.
For Doug.
All right. Coming up next, top of the order, Falurie.
All right. If I move or circle around him, does he get an opportunity attack?
Not. From the Spine Devil? No.
Yes.
If you stay within combat range, he does not. And you are... you might be far enough away from the Horned Devil to not provoke. It depends if it has reach or not. That is up to you.
We'll have to have reach because they attacked me, right?
Yeah. I'm ending my turn by actually still within... I think he has got reach, but just there.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Interesting. I'll just see
As
that.
you move around, the horn devil just catches out of the corner of the eye. Hold on, this matters. Does it have? Oh, it's got. Does not have true sight. Does have devil's sight.
Yeah, it's expected. Yeah.
And you are invisible, so it does not do an opportunity attack against you, Falurie.
You have to be able to see someone take an opportunity.
Yeah, so there you go. You make it around the spine devil. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, again, the fog of war is all around me. However,
Sorry, dude.
no, I'm using Twitch. It's all good. I will use my javelin of lightning
Okay.
to hit the spine devil and the horn devil.
I'm just gonna see if this might help you. I don't know. Okay, javelin of lightning. Okay, make your toss. Ooh. Nice.
23.
All right, so that hits. So go ahead and roll your damage. I believe it's a dex save as well for them, or is it just straight up?
No, it's a straight up hit.
Nice. Okay, so it draws this. You pull back this this javelin that begins to glow with this brilliant white light, and sparks just start to. And you
Alright, and I need to roll 4d. Oh no, hold on. 5 piercing. Okay, so I rolled for it. Yeah, that's good then. Hold on.
Oh, it's all fancy programmed this time.
Nice. All right, so 5 piercing
Yeah.
damage and 17 lightning. It looks like they do get a save for the lightning, though, right?
Yeah, for lightning, yes.
Okay.
DC 13 dexterity.
Spined devil actually passes, and horn devil actually. He has advantage though, but that was a 2 followed by a 1. So the horn devil takes full damage. The spine devil surprisingly only takes half. So half of 17 we're gonna make is what is that, 9? Yeah, let's round up for you. So 14 damage for that one. Oh, poor spine devil. It's still enough. They're not that tough. So the first one just it looks up at you, and in the brilliant light you become visible of the lightning bolt, and it looks up at you like this leathery kind of serpentine twisted face of it with these massive almost like dreadlock spines extending all the way down its back and its tail, and it looks up at you and it hisses and it's like and it looks back down, and there's this huge smoking hole in its chest. You literally threw this thing right through its chest. You look just past it, and you can see Henrietta. Henrietta, dex save, please.
I'll pay dex save. This. Regardless of if that would be true or not, I don't have a reaction. So I'll just do a normal dex save. That is only a 13.
13 is what meets beats. I think we've gone with. So you're gonna take half.
For saves, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So you're gonna take half damage on this. So you take 9 and 5 is 14 damage from both javelin and lightning. As just the angle, just grazing past your shoulder, just taking a chunk out of your arm as it goes past, and the electricity just sparking up your plate. And then the horn devil takes full damage, which is 20. What is that? 22. Nice. This thing is looking really rough. Like, oh my goodness. Oh boy. Oh boy. He is.
Is the spine devil still up?
The spine devil has this massive smoking hole through its chest, and it just hisses at you, stands there for a second, and then goes and just falls over.
I think it's appropriate if it like liquefies into this weird like crackling goop, considering the javelins is called gooey, as previously established by check.
That's fair. All right, normally I was going to be like, it's demons that become ichor. But let's say this is, I'll take that.
This isn't ichor, this is like a different thing. This is weird electro gel.
And just starts, all that are left is kind of like, it's almost like you put a porcupine in a blender. It's not pretty. And it is gone.
I bend down and whisper, "Say hi to Doug for us."
Nice. My map just got a little messed up, so I'm going to bounce back to the mainstream. And I don't know what is going on with my camera.
Yeah, slipping.
Slipping. I'm
Damn,
slipping.
I just lost my map.
Sorry.
Sorry, dude. All right, coming up next, Darmita.
Okay. I'm in a precarious situation here, aren't I?
Yeah,
Little bit.
I can do.
I feel like I am. So let me get this straight. I've got one arm pinned against the wall still.
It stabbed it through and then retracted, which is partly why it did so much damage, because the hooks on the fork just tore chunks of flesh away. Blood is just pouring.
All right.
You still have an arm, but you're hurt.
Gotcha. So I'm going to drop the bow I was holding to the ground.
Yep.
I am going to
Or any of the other weapons.
grab my maul.
I would do it.
Ben Coombs Mall. You grabbed
And I
this?
would like to rage.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you to say that. Oh, nice. All right. You are just... you don't know if it's the maul or what. You just shrug it off the ropes that hold it to your back between your wings. You reach down, you grab this thing and just heft it up like a freaking baseball bat. And like, as the anger hits your bloodstream and the adrenaline, you don't feel the weight anymore. It's just... And it's almost like you can remember your old good friend Ben Coombe, who's in the art just down there if you're watching live. Oh, it's gone again.
It's almost like you can remember.
Yeah, you're just ready to rock and roll.
Wow.
What do you want to do with it?
I am just going to grab it with both hands, and I just see her just basically bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. Bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
And bam.
I think that might be copyrighted.
It is. Oh, it is.
Do it.
So, at this point, I don't know where Fenris
behind that
is.
wall, it's in front of you.
I'm
Yeah.
Okay,
within range. I'm
so
just around the corner. Yeah.
it's not. I'm just trying to check to see if he was flanked, but he's not.
Unfortunately not.
So,
But
unfortunately-
you could go reckless if you wanted.
What?
I think you can.
Is that
go
a thing that she
reckless.
got
Can you?
with the feet? I mean, she's not a barbarian, right? This is a feat.
It's true. It is
Yeah.
a weird custom homemade feat.
yeah, which I don't actually have on my sheet at this point.
Also, do you want to be giving advantage to this thing?
No.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But
Don't worry about reckless.
But what I do have, I believe,
Oh.
is oh, did we lose somebody?
That's
It's back.
Do I have? I'm just because I play a few characters, so I just gotta see if it's this one. Because on one of my characters, I can re-roll.
Yeah, you can reroll this. I think I'm not sure. No, you're a ranger. Probably isn't locked to your bow, but maybe
Yeah.
that's worth double checking.
What? My
Whether or
hunter's
not
mark?
your reroll is about range
No.
weapons. Or, I don't think it is, but it's worth checking.
No, it's any of my if I miss.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't that the move you're talking about?
I'm just trying to. So it's my Stalker's Fury.
Yeah. I think
So
that still
it's
applies.
any it's
weapon.
any weapon attack. So I'm going to apply that in this
Do it.
case.
Good. Yeah, that's what I would
Apply it
expect.
liberally to his face.
I am going to apply it. I hope
Nice.
liberally to his face. Come on, baby. There's a 21.
Ooh, 21 hits.
So I'm gonna take that.
Massive wind up and swing. You actually push off the wall with one of your feet as well, just leaning everything you have into it.
Yeah.
You get rage
so
damage as part of this.
So
mini
what's that
barbarian
mean?
feat. +3.
What it? Okay, so that then would be 13, 16 for that one, and then I get my second.
Okay.
Or go ahead.
No, keep going.
Okay, so I get my second attack, and So I gotta make my decision before I know the roll, I believe.
Yeah.
Like I know the outcome.
What do you want to do?
If I,
First shot just rings his bell. The head snaps around, facing towards Henrietta, like. "Urgh." And
I'm going to
looks
spend
back
a
at
luck.
you, and it's just like.
Oh, luck. Cool, that makes sense.
I'm
Nice.
going to spend a luck.
Okay. On the attack, because a 16 wouldn't hit.
I didn't think so, but I had to make my decision before
Yeah,
I knew
yeah,
that.
You never know. Things that don't have armor sometimes have really low.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck!
This is not one of them.
This is, unfortunately, it is not going to benefit me. And so now I'm just going to...
This thing, its jaw is broken, teeth are shattered across the side. Its faces are ruined. One eye begins to swell shut almost instantly. The half, like you've given it a full-on skull fracture with this swing of the maul, and it falls to the ground and just picking itself up slowly, looking at you, very surprised, and it's
This is like, what? You.
and it spits in the dirt, and then it looks up at you and says,
Do your worst. I will find you. I will be with Doug again.
It's just whimpering pathetically. What is going on with this camera? It just loves to focus on my navel. All right. Coming up next. Oh my god. Coming up next, Henrietta.
Before we continue, did Darmita take bleed damage or not?
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Yes, Darmita, you take 10 points of bleeding damage from your infernal wound.
Unfortunately, I don't believe my rage deals with that.
It's damage.
technically piercing, so I would say half. Yeah, I'm gonna allow that.
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
And there was a reason I raged.
You're that close, huh?
Again, technically, I believe it comes into play at the beginning of your turn, not the end of your turn, but I think that Todd forgot, so...
Yeah, that's okay. We'll allow it. We'll count that as part of the luck roll that did.
Well,
Go ahead,
and-
Henrietta.
And
Yeah.
actually, to be fair, I mean, I think I should be given that because technically, I'm still learning this rage thingy.
Well, it's a
And if I
custom
had
feat.
thought
You're
about
like
it,
a mini
I
barbarian.
did have the opportunity to apply that before I even got hit.
Yeah, I don't think you used a
I did not take a bonus action. So if I'm gonna, and I didn't
all
ask
good.
you to
It's all
retcon
good.
that, so
Internet
I'll take
can
it.
rage at you. I don't have to. I think it's
So
really.
I'm gonna move.
Bring it, internet.
Yep, Henrietta.
I'm
Do
gonna
what you gotta
move
do.
over here if you'll allow it.
Yeah. Sidestep, no problem.
And I'm gonna call out to this thing like, no, you leave her alone. And more intimidating than that. Love to see if I can get some way. No way I'm gonna draw his attention to me. Would be nice if I could though. And I'm gonna cast Aid. Pull my shield out. It's gonna glow all cool like, and I get to give hit points to 3 people. And normally I would give that to everyone but me, but I'm actually kind of hurting. So I think we're gonna let Fenris not have the bonuses tonight. I'm gonna give everyone 20 hit points. If you go above your max, you have increased max hit points as well. Temporarily. For 8 hours, you'll have your hit point maximum increased by 20. So that cost me a level 5 spell slot to do, but everyone just, no roll gets 20 hit points except for Fenris.
So, Darmita, you're on last legs, the blood just rushing out, and then the light hits you from Henrietta's shield, just illuminating you. You're casting and she's kind of crouched down, and you're casting this massive shadow on the wall behind you, holding this maul, and it almost looked like this large looming shape is just hovering over you, helping you, and the warmth of that just kind of brings you back from the brink. This the horn devil's on the ground, just looking, hissing at the light. And do you want to do anything else there, Henriette? That was your action?
Yeah, I mean, unless I can like taunt him with like a bonus or anything, I can't. So, I think that is. I'll give a bardic inspiration die to Darmita, just like from the imposing presence of everything. Nice. Don't say anything special. I'm just like, so I'll mark one of those off. And
Todd, you might want to check the chat. I'm just saying.
And Bone Devil counters the spell, heals. He could, and he can. Well, I mean, that's a huge redemption. All right, absolutely. So.
Sure. I didn't see the redemption points. Yeah.
Yep, that's fair. That's a plot point.
So a Bone Devil shows up.
Which is why I brought it to your attention.
Thank you. I
It's not just a suggestion. It's an actual heavy
second of restitution and just healing and just feeling better. The Bone Devil just and it just stands up and it cuts off the light from Darmita. And so Darmita unfortunately cannot.
Hold on. Hold on.
All right.
Excuse me, sir. This is the Horn Devil counterspelling?
It is. It's going to try to counterspell.
Oh, it's a counterspell.
Only because.
I mean,
well, it's got innate spell a little bit.
I thought it was an innate thing. I mean, I do see that Yelvin has used the term counterspell, but I'm not casting. No, I am casting a spell. What am I talking about?
I'm not casting a spell.
Go ahead.
It would totally negate that, except
I'm gonna counterspell the counterspell.
All right. Can you please wait? I think we're just gonna have to make you do an Arcana check. Or does at what level,
check.
sir?
Let me check my counterspell.
Can you see is the thing I'm most interested in.
It's a large creature. I'm gonna say he can.
It is.
I can't really see well enough to be sure.
I'm gonna use a 3rd level spell, and if he's using his counterspell at 3rd level or lower, then it fails.
I mean, if he's counterspelling, then he needs to roll against me because I'm casting a 5th level spell.
That's true.
Really?
So
okay.
I'll get the Horn Devil.
If we're doing, I just assumed it was redemption happens, right? But if we're doing an actual counterspell,
no, we're doing this right. Thank you to Yalfen for the plot point redemption, and a challenger has entered the arena. Absolutely uncanny trait. So as this Horn Devil stands up and just dog, and then he tries to intimidate, but in the middle of it, his voice falters. So it starts out like this.
For dog.
He rolled a 5, so he did not succeed in counterspelling Henrietta. Unfortunately, he did cast it. Thank you, Yelfen. I don't want to negate or ignore a viewer suggestion, but you can almost feel the glare of frustration from Bela. Yeah. All right. So the healing goes through, and Fenris pokes around, just ready to counterspell, and is like, "Oh, never mind."
Never mind. Carry on.
Speaking of carrying on, so that was Henrietta. Up next is the Horn Devil.
Wait.
It's standing and frustrated, and its wings are drooping, and it's just barely holding on. And it turns and lunges at Darmita.
No.
And it's going to do 3 attacks.
3? Okay.
3 attacks. First attack, 26. Okay. You did have the hit points, though. That's going to do 15 damage. Halved is 7.
Okay.
Next attack with that tail, again, comes whipping around. Ooh, 14? Probably doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
Nice. And his last desperate act, just pulls that forked, massive pitchfork back and tries again. Ooh, with a natural 19, that's 29 to hit. So that's going to be 15 more damage.
I can't.
Darmita, you can use a luck point to make him roll again.
Okay. All right.
I can.
Taking 7
but I'm not
damage.
going to.
Okay.
I will take the 7 damage.
All right. Was so close to a crit. Oh, so close.
Yeah, it is.
So it just stabs at you, and you just arc out of the way, just knocking it with the shaft of the maul, just a little bit avoiding a killing blow. And it's just the horned devil. Now you got it in my head. Thank you, Yalfin. The horned devil is just on death's door. Okay.
At this point, I feel like in this scenario, can Darmita just stand up a little bit taller, because he thinks, like, he's normally used to being probably pretty damn tough, and the blows that he's given her, they should have done her in, most likely in a regular day.
Don't you just die?
All right.
So the last attack, the one that hit there with the 29,
Mm-hmm.
that's the one that applies the wound, right?
It was actually fork, and the tail missed, so it didn't. It didn't
The
get
tail
to
is the
stack.
wound? Oh, I thought the fork was the wound. Okay.
No. It was
Well,
the tail.
it shouldn't get a stack anyway. I healed the wound. It should have healed over. I
This is
believe.
true.
If I'm
This is true, actually. That's true.
Which is really legit.
Magical
you are.
heal staunches the flow, so you won't be taking any damage after this. All right, coming up next, we have Fenris. What do you want to do, sir? Oh, sorry, did I? No, yeah, Fenris.
I think that's right. Yeah. It's
In
good.
a big round.
Okay,
I
there's
feel
no
like I
other spine
skipped
devil?
Falurie, but no. Falurie is
Sorry.
on deck.
There's no other spine devil?
No.
Nah.
Falurie took out
Where?
the spine devil.
Okay.
And the other one died in your earlier fire spark ball.
Oh,
Fireball?
right.
Spark ball.
And didn't one get away or something, or two
There
leave
were only
to go?
3, and you stealth killed one.
That's
Fenris
right.
destroyed the other one in his spark ball. And then there was just the one that Falurie literally threw a javelin right on through.
Gotcha.
All right. I am going to start off with another mind sliver.
All right. And that's a
Please
save.
do a intelligence save.
All right. With advantage, because it does have magic resistance. Ooh, that is not great. With advantage, only a 12.
Fail.
1.
So he takes, just checking it here, he takes 3d6.
I appreciate you rolling your constitution saves there, Bella. I forgot to mention. Thank you.
I have remembered them after the fact, both times, or all 4 times I have passed.
It's all good. All right. Fenris, how much damage
So he takes 9 damage. Not sure if that blows up his brains, but...
What would you like it to be? Because he was 1 hit point from death after Darmita's maul.
Wow.
Just 1. You got him so close. Oh my god.
Very nice.
That was epic. So Fenris, just target his weakened psyche.
Yeah. And I'm just going to say... Go to Doug!
And
blow up his
he
brains.
almost deflates in front of you, just kind of giving into it. And yeah, exactly. Cut to we'll use that in just a second. The horn devil kind of deflates and accepts his fate, and you just hear him mutter,
I'm coming, Doug. You hoser.
all right. And then you just, his head just explodes in viscera, and all of you are just caked in it. At which point, you hear click, 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 click. Stiletto heals. on stone floor, and you hear this voice and this quiet applause. Well done. We meet again. You turn, and in the aftermath of this battle, Sarnia, being only one room over, comes walking into this main space, and you see her step in. And she technically will go at the end of this round. Well, let's see where she falls in this. Oh, I love when the dice do that. Okay. Falurie, what's your dexterity? What's the modifier?
4.
+4?
+4. Yep.
You lucky son of a... Alright. It's your turn. Sarnia stands 15 feet behind you.
You
her
are
hands on her
correct.
hip, one hand resting on her hip, the other hand holding this massive twisting bow that almost looks too big in her hands. It's not. It's just very ornate. It's got these strange kind of carvings and glyphs all the way up and down. It almost looks like, well, this looks familiar. You've seen this bow, Falurie. This is the bow that usually rests deep in the most guarded sanctum of your monastery. It is an artifact passed down through your order, kept in a place of high regard. A very magical weapon, a bow. They call the slivers of heaven. This was stolen by Kuleka and Sarnia. She carries that which brought you here. And she thinks she's all that. And your reaction, your reflexes are a millisecond before hers. She got 23 on initiative too. But you beat her. So what do you want to do?
Yeah, I did. Do I recall if she's immune to fire?
You've
Or is it resistant fire?
probably. Yeah, she's
Almost everything
most
is
things
immune to
down
fire.
here are.
Yeah.
Okay, so if she's immune, then never mind. If it was
Punch her brains
resistant,
out.
Something
Punch
else.
her brains out, Carl.
She
Hey,
also,
man, I
she
had
also
something.
looks a little different than when you saw her last. Normally, she has these, battle armor and weapons, and she's a warrioress of hell. But her horns seem a little bit longer. Her wings seem a little bit more jagged with these strange hooked edges, almost like bat claws for climbing, but more vicious looking with this little dripping viscera kind of coming off the ends of them. She, I don't know, if anything, she looks a little tougher than when you saw her last on the plane of air. But she now stands before you. What do you want to do?
we'll see about that. So, I'll go on. I gotta look at which. Okay, 1, 2, 3, right up to her.
She's very much in the dark.
Oh, the thing is, like, on Roll20, I can see Henrietta has light around her, but that's it. That's all I can see.
Weird.
Yeah.
I do not understand.
So,
that.
Yeah,
Neither
it
do
just
I.
has to do with like permissions and visibility and blah blah blah. It's about light sources more than it is about anything else, because the room is considered to be not have light. Right? It's considered a pitch black room unless there's something projecting light. So you need to like make a light source, right?
Yeah. All right. So I will. Okay. So keep going. I will attack with 2 unarmed strikes.
All right.
let's go Talon.
You just rush her and okay, make
Yep.
attacks.
That's the first one. Oh, hold on.
No problem.
Dragon roll
We've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
20.
Make sure
Ooh,
that
20 hits. Nice.
Alright, I will spend a key point for stunning strike.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
good.
What's the DC?
DC is Con 15.
Ooh, okay. The first one she rolled okay. 21. So she's not stunned yet.
I'll do my damage then.
Yep. She almost opens her mouth as if to speak, and you just put your fist in it.
Alright, so 8 slashing.
8 slashing, absolutely. She's just like,
It's a first hit.
all right, next hit.
Okay. Yeah, well, don't worry, I'm far from done. So, okay, next one will be Talon hit again. 25.
25 hits, handily.
Okay, and I'll spend a key point for stunning strike.
Sure thing. And it's non-magical, so she does not have advantage. Ooh, she rolled a 9 and that brings it to 17.
God. Alright, I'll roll for damage.
Okay. Thank you. I did see that, Darcy, by the way. Thank you.
At
Cashing in
11.
points. All right.
11.
Nice. 19.
Then I'm doing bonus action for what was it called? Flurry blows.
Okay. I bonus. I like.
I like that.
Bonus action. Fuck her up.
That's
Okay,
right.
Go for it.
23,
Ooh, that hits. Oh, just.
and I'll spend another key point for stunning strike.
You got
Absolutely.
it, right? What else are you gonna do with them?
Yep. Out of curiosity, you can't cutting words saving throws, can you?
I don't think so. I did it once for like the second session and then realized that was wrong.
Oh, okay. Just checking. For somebody who plays Bard so often, I should probably know that. All right. Unfortunately, that was a 19.
And here's the hit. Or damage rather. 9.
Nice.
It's adding up. It's
good
adding up.
damage. It's adding up.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and my last attack on it. No.
13.
Before we decide, wait.
Yeah.
Before you say that it misses, because we know it misses, you still have a point of inspiration, I think, unless you used it and I didn't notice.
I think that's true. I think
I gave Bardic Inspiration to Falurie as my first action.
All right, so you do
All
have
right.
a D8 if you choose to use it.
I
Yours,
will.
right? Not mine. No.
And I can see the whole map for now, so
Nice.
Yeah.
I turned off dynamic because you can all see.
Might be enough. I don't know.
brings
Maybe.
me to
3
16.
brings it to 16. It's just not
It's
enough.
17,
She
isn't
gets
it? Yeah.
her shoulder up and it bounces off the pauldron instead of her face. You're just like bang, 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 just tearing into her. Nice job. I know you got claws. You're covered.
Alright.
All right.
Mhm.
Nice round. You do still technically... No, you used your bonus. Your
That
action.
is all.
You still have move if you want it. Or you can stay right up on her
I
trail.
technically have some movement, but
Mm-mm.
Your call.
Do not move, sir. She has a bow. When you're in range like that, she'll be at disadvantage if she tries to use the bow.
very true.
I mean, maybe.
Alright.
Maybe.
Depends on if they were given a, feat for that.
Yeah, I mean, but
Alright.
without
Oh
knowing
yeah, like that
like,
is the proper way of playing. Totally.
It's-
Like,
yeah.
like being,
All right. Up next, we have... that was Falurie. Next is Sarnia's turn. She grits her teeth, and there's just a little trickle of blood down one side of her face. She just looks at you and says, "You are persistent." She's going to.
Let me see.
All right. She still holds the bow with one hand, and she draws a sword, a long sword, with her other, and just it cuts you on the as she draws it from the blade, or at least attempts to. Just slash. So, first attack at Falurie is going to be a 22.
Yep.
Second attack is going to be a 29.
I think so.
And the last attack is an 18.
Nope.
Nice. Okay, so the first two, you take a total of 20 slashing damage. And can I get you to do a Constitution saving throw?
You may ask me to do it, yes.
Constitution saving throw for 15. All right, so you only take half damage, which would
sorry.
be... So the blade has this sickening green edge to it, a poison blade. So you would normally take 15 points of damage, but you saved, so you are so you're okay.
And I'm also immune to poison, so.
Ooh, look at you, Birdman.
You're immune to
Indeed.
poison. Cool.
I
Is that
am.
like a ring or something?
That's
No.
pretty cool.
That's a monk.
That's
That's
some
monk shit.
monk shit.
Oh, it has to do with the right, that makes sense. The not aging part.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, so coming up next.
Leaf was immune to poison. It was irrelevant.
All right, so you are up in a grill. Coming up next, Darmita.
Yeah. So I don't know if you saw me at one point during that last little bit. I kind of slapped myself because I realized something after the fact, because I think you moved the Bardic Inspiration to Carl's to Falurie. I had a Bardic Inspiration.
Oh.
Yep.
But
gave you one
remember,
as well.
we did all that counter-spelling stuff?
Yeah.
And I lost track and I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I could have friggin' finished off, possibly, because I could have had that D8.
It's kind of poetic. You got it.
Damage,
within
you mean?
one-
It is. It is. It's okay. It's all good.
And
You
I
know,
think
it
was
is what it
Fenris
is.
that killed his brother anyway, so.
I don't even know if
Yeah.
that had the
Killed his
damage.
brother.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
No, not to damage. I missed.
Yeah, the last shot.
I don't know if you missed anything
I got-
that was close, but maybe.
Yeah,
I was trying to get
it
back to
was. I had a 15.
So you still
And I
have a
think
Bardic
if
Inspiration if you
I-
want it then.
Well, no. Once he gives it to somebody else,
No,
don't I
there's-
lose it?
No.
Well, I gave it to Falurie first.
You can pass them out like D8s around the table as many times as you want.
Oh,
They're not concentration.
okay. I didn't
They just
know
only
that.
last so
Okay.
long, which is why
10
we want this
minutes.
fight to happen before they wear off and stuff.
Right.
And
Okay.
before your
So
side, your rage. What am I saying?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want the fight to happen
So-
before stuff like that comes into
Darmita,
effect.
Yeah.
your bow is kind of at your feet. You're still holding
Yeah.
the maul. The massive body of this horn devil just slumped in front of you. Its
Yeah.
head is missing.
I'm going to I'm going to ask you if you'll let me do something. I know I can drop a weapon as a free action.
Yeah.
Will you allow me to throw my maul over here? Like as if I'm just like tossing it?
You might not get it exactly where you want, but sure. I'll let you roll a strength check.
I am raging.
Yeah,
I am
strength
raging.
check to see how far from your square you can just rage drop it.
You have advantage on this.
Might drop it.
Well, I don't have it. I don't. This is the weird thing about me being a like somebody who can rage. I don't have strength.
No,
No, you're like a -1 in it, right?
but you do have advantage while you're raging.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Oh, I didn't know
basically
that.
have a feat. You know how like there are feats in Tasha's
Yeah, yeah.
that make a little miniature.
I got 19.
19.
There you
Not
go.
bad. Not bad at
What's
all.
with zero?
So
I got
say
19.
for every 5, you can go a square. So 5. So the first 5 would be only in yours. 10 would bring you to here. 15 would bring you to here. So your little maul ends up just past the door. So I'll just draw a quick little.
About here.
Much less than I was expecting. Okay.
I'm okay with that. I'm good
Not
with this.
throwing hammer. Fair.
It's a huge freaking maul.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
So
accurate
I'm
with what I
gonna
was
bend
thinking.
over And I'm
the
gonna
drawing,
grab
that
my-
does not look like a mall.
No,
Oh, dear.
not at all. But I'm gonna bend down and grab my bow,
Yep.
which I had dropped right at my feet.
Yep.
And I'm going to walk up to here. I believe at that point I have a bead on her.
Yep, you do see
Yeah.
her.
And I am going to now I think I have to roll for this now. Because I am raging. I don't know what we ended up deciding on this. You said I couldn't
You have to do
Cast.
concentration.
Yeah, you said I couldn't cast it if I was raging already, but if it was up,
If it's already up, I'm gonna make you do a concentration check at the beginning to see if you can keep it up.
okay, like a con save.
Concentration,
Oh.
yeah. Con save DC 10.
Okay.
Cool.
Not with
I-
advantage.
Technically, I know barbarians can't do that. I once
12.
had
Yep, it's a feat. Yep,
All right,
you can break
there
all
you
the
go.
rules.
I'm pretty crafty with I feel like I'm really crafty with my hunter's mark. It's not like I'm asking
Also,
to
it
do a
makes sense.
random.
You're
spell.
mad. You're just gonna be like, shift it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That makes sense to me.
I'm going to then attack. What the flipping heck? Now, there is no bonuses to this, I don't believe.
To which? Oh,
Depends on the
To-
roll, right?
To any of the damage,
No, I don't think so. Because it's
right?
text-based.
Because
I was
because
gonna,
it's
but that
text-based.
just seems a little weird.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's not logical.
Yeah, but you still take half damage, all that juicy stuff, if you get hit.
So I'm going to
All right, so you rolled a 17, you got a 17 and a 16.
yeah.
All right, so you just come around the corner. The first shot, just between, almost slow motion, between Falurie and Sarnia's face. Just like whistling past her ear and digging into the
Okay.
console stuck behind her. The second shot goes even a little bit further wide. And even in your rage, you're just slightly adjusting to not hit Falurie, which is kind of throwing off your shot a little. So unfortunately, those both miss. Both miss.
Both
Apparently, my
miss,
words
yeah.
are done for. All right.
But because I did attack,
Yeah, you can use that.
my
thing.
rage still lasts. So I'm actually gonna re-roll one of those.
Yeah, you get to shoot again because you have that
Yeah,
feature thing as a Gloomstalker. So
right.
yeah, go ahead and roll.
So I'm gonna re-roll one of those.
Technically, I've been
That's
saying
an
that's a third
18.
attack. Just hits. The first one misses, second one a little wider, third one you adjust and just take that last step into the room and just hit her. Go ahead and roll.
13.
13 points of damage. Nice, nice. All right, coming up next after Darmita is going to be Henrietta.
I think I know what I'm doing.
All right, Henrietta, what are you doing? Fenris, you're on deck. Because all the other
We'll
baddies
walk.
are dead.
So I see Sarnia, and I recognize her in a weird way. I'm the only one who, I don't think actually saw her in the flesh ever, but
Oh, from the dreams.
I
Yeah.
did see her in a dream. I'm gonna move down so that I'm next to Darmita. I'm gonna look over. I don't know how well I can see her through Falurie, but that's fine.
Yep.
Sarnia. End it now. Step down. And I'm gonna take the rope and I'm gonna just throw it onto the ground. The rope that was hers.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw it in front of me just to be remember me kind of a thing. And I don't expect anything from this, but
Go ahead
yeah,
and do...
I throw the rope onto the ground in front of me, and I'm doing this mostly because I have written on my character sheet favor from Sarnia, which I believe I wrote down because she said I owe you one when she left, which, I mean, that's just a casual thing. She doesn't
Yeah.
respect that, but yeah.
You
So
throw
if
the
I'm
rope
gonna-
down, you look at her. Can I get you to roll an intimidation check with advantage?
Sure, I can do intimidation instead of persuasion. That's fine.
It's a threat.
It's a 20 on both. Yeah. Modified 20, not natural or anything.
But we were just getting started. Where did you get that? Interesting. You are all very interesting. And Sarnia takes
look at her
a
with
half step
sad
to her
eyes.
left. Not a full step,
Mhm.
but just a half step. Kind of
Sure.
dropping her guard. Still on guard from the very angry monk. And she takes you all in. She looks at Falurie, almost dismissively, derisively, looking at you with a half smirk, her split lip just kind of tonguing it with her forked tongue. She sees Darmita, bow at the ready. She sees Henrietta with this weird connection. I'm curious, does she see Fenris? 1 second.
Oh, interesting.
With that roll, probably
I don't think
not.
it's dark enough.
13?
Yeah, maybe. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna say no. She doesn't see Fenris from there.
Cool.
I gain nothing from surrendering to the likes of you. Interesting though you may be. Where are the rest of you? Oh, right.
I can't
We
speak for them,
captured
but
one
the
of
light
them.
won't die.
For those listening to the podcast, Bela's freaking the hell out.
I know she's dead. I know.
Hell to the freaking no. Oh, no, she didn't. Mm-mm.
Confirm that he's alive.
Um,
Or maybe she just confirm that he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so that's Henrietta's turn. Fenris, what do you want to do?
Okay. Whether she sees me or not, just that mention that mention of like that she's captured one of us, and we all know who that is. I am going to use a bonus action and summon my trusty Shadow Wolf, Hound of Ill Omen, on her.
Sure thing. The shadows behind her coalesce into this shape of this large wolf, padding out of the darkness behind her.
In a flanking position.
Yeah.
And I am now going to... It's really like one of two choices between a couple of spells. But I will, you know what? I will try this one just because it's very symbolic. We'll see. It's maybe not the wisest one, but I am going to cast Old Monster on her.
All right.
Great.
What's the DC?
So it is a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, and she does not have advantage anymore.
That's correct. She normally would, but because of your Hound of Ill Omen harrying her, she does not have advantage. So, straight roll. I feel like I should take a picture of this. It's a 20. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
There we go. Just taking a picture. Trying to be honest. I should set up a dice cam if I'm gonna do rolls off screen. Alright. I'll put that up later. So, You reach out with these shadows, just trying to shackle her, and she just... Okay, that's your action? And your bonus, actually,
yeah.
right?
That is correct. And so with my...
She sees you now as you step out to cast this.
Yeah.
You still have some cover, but, you know.
Yeah, and so I cast it, like, remember me, and then I'm going to, with my movement, I will move back out of her, like, across, out of line of sight.
When you say that, she smiles. There you are. I was hoping I would see you again. Alright. That's your
Gonna
turn.
roll initiative. Yep.
Top of the order.
Yeah.
Falurie, what do you want to do?
Are you all tied up? All right. So I will resume my battery.
Yeah, you do.
That was the initiative for the dire wolf. 10.
Thank you.
Oh,
So it's just
All
before
right.
you.
So let's do these talent attacks.
You do it with an advantage, by the way. Oh, when you crit.
Oh,
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a key point, and I'm gonna see if I can do a stunning strike this time. I know,
Absolutely.
maybe it's futile, but we'll see.
Oh, she's pretty conny is the problem. She has +8 to Constitution, so a 21.
Wow, fuck you,
Wow.
then.
Sorry,
Fuck
pal,
you,
but
Aaron.
You do get
Yes.
double the damage on the die roll.
I will. So
Alright.
14.
Yep. Well,
No, no,
technically it's,
No, it's
no.
10.
Yeah.
10.
10 points.
All right, well,
All right.
hey.
Keep it going.
Keep her going.
21 hits.
I'll roll again because I have advantage, yeah?
Yep.
Or is it only the first hit?
All your hits.
All my hits?
Oh,
So
right,
just
yeah.
in case.
Okay.
Just in case there's another crit. No. Oh well. All
So
right.
technically, you would roll one more time for this second shot.
Oh, you're just
Well-
going to take the first attack as being the first talents. Yes, you could do it that way.
So
So both of those would hit, but 23 definitely hits. 5 more points. Oh, you're just pummeling her. These are kidney
Alright.
shots and knee
I am
kicks.
spending a key point for Flurry of Blows.
Okay, not the stunning strike.
Not this time.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably run.
yeah.
How much are you down to by now? That's
Key
a pretty good deal,
points.
but you've been spending a lot of key points, yeah.
I'm down to 5 key points.
Yeah, save them.
Okay,
Okay.
so 26 to hit. I'll try again
That
just
hits
in
again.
case.
Yeah, see if it's a crit. 26 hits. And
Hold on, did it go?
You're unloading on her. Nice.
7
more
and the
points.
last attack.
All right. 22 hits, but you can see if it's a crit if you like. 23 is
Shout.
even better. Alrighty.
Alright.
8 more. Woo. Just
And
unloading. Just a flurry
All
of
the
fur
anger.
and talons. Any more stunning strikes?
no. Fuck yeah, I'll use a key point for stunning strike
Alright.
on that one.
I feel like I should take a picture of this one. It's not a 1. It's only a 5, which brings that up to a 13.
Ooh.
He is stunned. Finally, he only took
Nice.
6 key points.
Oh,
All right. The
I
last
gotta
one,
ask.
she's just like, and the
Does
last
she get
one's just
stunned?
boom, right on the bridge of the nose, and like, oh, it's almost
The good thing her turn is next.
yeah, absolutely. Whew, that's
No legendary resistance. Okay, cool. Thought you might have it.
no, she's not quite that beefy. She's getting there, but not quite. All right, okay. So she is stunned, and she just stands there, clutching at her. Your claws almost went in her eyes. It was more like one of these. So she's busy trying to wipe blood out of her eyes, and so she is stunned. It's Darmita's turn.
Holy shit. I missed that she was stunned. I had to go deal with a dog situation.
So
Just having
Um,
perfect timing.
Apparently. So she's stunned?
she is
Is
stunned.
now.
Okay. That's a thing. I am going to again free action drop my bow and pick up my maul.
Nice.
Great.
All right.
And then I am going to run to here.
You're just rushing in.
And I'm going to be like, where is he? And I'll hit her once.
Okay. So
Nice.
you think you're being very calm, but you're also raging, so it comes out more
Yeah.
as like.
Yeah.
What is
I mean, that. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Okay, make your attack. And, I mean, technically.
I'm going to. That's a miss, so I'm going to reroll.
Okay.
Do you have?
You don't need
the
to, you have
other
advantage.
inspiration still?
Oh,
Oh,
right.
You do have advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, you have
She's-
advantage
You're
because
not
she's
just flanking,
stunned.
she's stunned. Yeah.
Right.
Everything, and you're going to crit now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. That's a thing. So I'll just roll it as a single.
Hmm.
Okay, it still misses.
Yeah.
Mother effer.
That's the first shot.
As you said before, you do have the inspiration. I mean, we've all agreed it's a miss, so technically you couldn't do it, but
You
just
also
remember, you haven't used that. I'm
you have
pretty
another shot, technically.
I do have another shot. So I'm going to try that for now.
Mhm.
I think, Darmita's a little, maybe she got a little too, and I am going to use my die there.
Okay. 15 so far, adding 6 brings it to 21. That's a
Yeah.
hit, which makes it an auto crit. You rolled 5, so that automatically adds another 5 on top. Oh no, you rolled 10. So that now becomes 21 plus 3 is 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, don't forget.
sure. Was there a crit?
Yeah, because she's incapacitated. She's stunned.
I Hunter's marked her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. So another
7.
another 7.
Incapacitated,
Nice.
they can't take actions or reactions. Stunned. It's just the one that gives that.
She's incapacitated, so it would be crit.
Fairly certain that's the case. We'll keep going. All right. So
Like
that is a
100%
pretty heavy
certain.
hit. You drive her down to one knee with that, and she's still kind of clutching at her face. Where Falurie takes like a. If you
Oh,
want the
yeah.
free action, you can lick the blood off your claw.
It's from paralyzed, not from.
Was it? Sorry, maybe
Okay.
I'm
So it's
maybe I'm not
it's
100%
not
right.
a crit, but it is a
Sorry.
hit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just take 10
Okay.
off of that.
My apologies.
Still
Yeah,
pretty good.
take 10 off.
It's funny
Yeah,
because
interacting
Old
Yeah.
person.
conditions. Yeah. it's
okay,
weird.
no problem.
I,
We're
I
good
That's
was
on
fine.
mistaken.
You still hit. That's the main thing. All right.
Yeah.
Boom. You drive her down to one knee. That's your turn, right? How much?
No, I get. No, that was only my first hit.
Oh, that was both.
No, that
You
was
missed your
both.
first.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you,
Because
you used
I-
the first one. It was a
I only
13
used the
and a
first one.
9, and a 9.
That
was advantage.
that was the advantage.
Then the second hit.
And I missed. No, I missed both on the advantage, but I used my
Oh, your
ability.
That's
Oh,
right.
your luck. Okay, cool.
No, I
the
didn't use the
Gloomstalker
luck.
thing.
My Gloomstalker thing, my Stalker's Flurry.
Oh, your Stalker's Flurry. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so used to it.
I
being-
have
oh,
I have only
right.
done one hit.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay.
There you go. Only one hit.
So I again look at her, and obviously I'm not calmly. I scream, "Where is he?" Not that I'm giving her time to answer me.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say because I just looked up stunned and it says they're incapacitated, can't move, and can speak falteringly. So she could respond technically. It's not paralyzed where they can't speak. So worth noting.
DM will. I mean, it's up to you if you want to give her the opportunity to speak back.
Well,
So that
roll
you
your
have time.
next hit first.
I will. I don't want to like.
She's taking a beating, but she does look pretty robust still.
Okay.
You're not in danger of finishing her in a single hit. You gather.
See about that.
And 19 hits.
Alright. And I will take that.
9 more points of damage. Alright. Now we're back where we started almost. Alright, and just boom! Boom! And I think you get one more, right? Or is that it?
No.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
First one missed then, right. Alright. But Sarnia is kind of crouching down on one knee and she kind of looking up at you through this haze and mutters, "Wouldn't you like to know?" Alright, coming up next, Henrietta.
Darmita's still like almost dead, right? That's like still true.
She's hurting pretty bad, yeah. Your aid was
Oh.
what was keeping her up.
I'm at like half.
Oh, okay. I thought you were pretty close.
Okay, I thought you were lower than that.
No, she's a ranger.
57 out of 107, so just over just about a half.
Okay.
I'm okay. You do your thing.
Cool. I think
Do
I'm
some
gonna
cool
sit
shit.
down on this. No, I'm just gonna sit down on this rock. I'm putting my head in my hands and sort of been like, okay. I'm gonna wait for this to be over. I'm keeping an eye on it, make sure nothing terrible happens to anybody, but I just sit down. I'm done.
You're looking there at them just pounding on Sarnia. Sarnia just resiliently taking the blows and just,
I'll pick up that rope that I had.
you're just kind of holding it.
Yeah.
Kind of holding it almost like prayer beads, just kind of twisting it around in your fingers. It's glowing
Little
this
nervous
iridescent
there. Yeah.
blue. And responding to your touch. And just kind of almost like a pet snake, but not quite as... It's not quite as creepy as when the chain devils do it. It's more of a gentle kind of constriction around you. All right, that's your turn then. Did you want to dole out any joy, or you're good?
No, I'm good.
All right,
I'm
coming up
gonna wait
next,
for something to happen.
Fenris.
I think it's a direwolf first.
Yes, technically, woof.
Okay, the direwolf is going to attack with advantage.
Yep.
First one fails.
Yeah.
Second one fails.
Yeah. It's just,
Nice, good.
she's wearing full infernal plate and just the teeth just scratching on the surface. Just can't get through. All right. Coming up next,
Okay.
Fenris.
Fenris is going to step around the corner easily in range, and he is going to quick cast Enervation.
Okay.
And it is a dexterity saving throw, which he automatically fails
Why does she auto fail?
because she's stunned.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Double
true.
check that.
Yep.
I think that's true, but again, it might be a paralyzed thing. So
I've been wrong a
usually-
couple times tonight, so please check.
Nope, yeah, she fails. Yep.
Okay.
Automatically fails. Straight
So she fails
Okay.
innervation roll. What's that do to her?
Well, I remember the last time I used this, it was on a bone devil.
Mm-hmm.
So she takes 48 necrotic damage, and with my action, I'm going to make her take another 48 necrotic damage. But
Okay.
let's do the damage first.
Yeah.
Oh,
right. These are the tendrils of shadow
yeah.
siphoning
So I just
away.
yes,
life.
I just reach out my hand, and an inky black tendril just slithers out and just attaches to her, and starts sucking the life force out of her.
It is a magical effect, and she is resisted to magic.
Right.
She's
So-
stunned, and she automatically fails.
But she automatically fails. Okay, yep, that's fair.
So the first does 25 damage,
Okay.
and it heals me for half. So I'm back up to full hit points.
It hurts her. She's not liking that.
No. And now she's going to take another with my action.
Yep. As you just your other hand, just another tendril, or you
He
siphon
takes.
away.
Whoa! What is going on with the?
That's
Whoa,
good.
So another
damage.
25. So
Woo,
she
good.
just took 50 damage.
Woo! Yikes! She
And-
suddenly went from feeling okay to like having a bad day.
And I'm just gonna say, you better tell us where he is.
All right, nice. Top of the order. Falurie.
All right, here we go again. Okay,
She's looking
so,
pretty rough right now.
All right, well, I'll hit her with talent attack.
Oh, that's a hit. 25 to hit.
So
All
advantage
right.
if you care to reroll. But
I shall.
It's a point of technicality more than anything else.
Is she's still stunned though, right? Or she's no longer?
You're stunned until the end of your turn.
Yeah.
But
So she's
either
still
way, you have flanking, so it's kind of irrelevant right now.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Well,
That was a good
then-
damage roll. Good thing
She
we're not
won't be
doubling that.
stunned on her turn, though, so if you do want to re-up, you can.
Yeah, I'll do. So that's 11 damage.
Whew. Not. What happened? Oh, that was the D20 roll. All right, 11. Ooh, yikes. All right.
All right.
Just taking
Second.
a beating.
Second hit. 23.
That's a hit.
10 damage.
All right.
Spending a key point for a flurry of blows.
She is looking really rough.
Are you
She's
gonna
like
tell us
turtled
now?
down, just taking it right in the back. You know, the last ditch. You're basically schoolyard bullying her at this point.
Yep. Are you gonna tell us now?
Fine. I'll tell you where your stinky friend is.
Go on, we're waiting.
She kind of takes a second and her vision kind of solidifies as the stun slips past. I'll tell you, and you'll let me live.
I think at this point, you're either ending your turn early, or... Like, are you going to forgo those attacks and let her answer, or are you going to punch her?
Yep. She's
'Cause I don't think
seems
you can
amenable,
ask for her to respond.
but
Otherwise,
she needs more time, and she's asking if you're going to let her live.
did Carl DC?
No.
He's
Carl's
thinking.
thinking.
Sorry, just making sure.
What do you want to
Under
do?
the camera to confirm against.
Darmita's got the maul raised. The wolf is
I-
like gnawing.
Okay, I will let you live.
Weak.
Not good enough. Like always.
I can't make any promises for anybody else, but I will let you live.
Sarnia looks up, looks at Darmita, looks at Henrietta, looks at Fenris, locks eyes with Fenris. Let me live. And I'll sweeten the deal. I'll bring him to you. And I'll let you all go.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring him to us. What state is he in? Have you turned into something?
When I left him last, he was still stubbornly confounding the best efforts of our inquisitors. This was some time ago, but it's probably not too late.
You don't have much bargaining power with us. If I'm amenable if you return him and that he's fine, he's still who he was. He's not been corrupted.
Well,
But if he has been, the deal's off.
I can't promise you that, but I can bring him to you as quick as I can, or bring you to him. And there's more. At this point in your head, you feel a pressure in the center of your forehead. Falurie, your turn has passed, but we're all kind of pausing combat, I'm assuming, to talk a little bit.
that was a lot of talking. Yeah.
I am not.
Cool. Good. Great.
I am not, because I am raging.
Okay.
Love it.
And
What do you want to do?
if I skip my turn to have a little chit chat with the bitch, I'm going to be in sore shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think probably like in the
I
middle
do
of that
lower-
conversation, it gets cut off at one point.
Yep.
I will lower my maul
Okay.
because I am hearing what's being said,
Yeah.
and I am just going to reach back and backhand the motherfucker out of that bitch.
Make your attack.
Nice. Love it. Good. All right.
It's the have
I feel like that's what Darmita would do because she does
totally.
want to. She does want to get him back.
Honestly.
Yeah, yeah. She wants to get him back, and she knows she has to think.
You have advantage.
That's a 22.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
you can position it to be
It's 4 damage. It's not gonna
Yeah.
be a big deal.
you smack her back on the same lip, right where Falurie had hit her, right off the bat, and just
Oh, you're
split wide.
triggering
It's just
your Hunter's
pouring
Mark,
blood
though.
at this point. Oh
So
boy!
it's 10
Oh, yeah.
damage.
I did. I rolled my hunter's mark. Damn right I did.
See it?
my
That was
God.
good. I love it.
Oh boy.
So that's one.
That's 7 damage.
That's 7 damage. Oh
No,
she's still
you get
alive.
your rage bonus. That's 10 damage.
Oh right. I keep
Oh.
forgetting the rage bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
She's
So
not-
here's what happens.
Oh,
Good.
Okay. For the record,
Uh,
no rage would have brought it to 179. So what happens is you just lower them all, and you're like, and Fenris, in your mind, you feel this pressure, but your mind shielding ring can keep it out, but you can allow it if you want. The Arrhenius is reaching out telepathically to speak to your mind. Do you want to allow it, Fenris? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten Darmita.
I know.
I'll allow it if she wants to say something.
She does. So just as she's locking eyes with you, you get this message in the blink of an eye. A blink of a golden eye. You hear her say, I may not be in a position to offer much, but I know those who can. Mephistopheles would be very interested in the favors of a Wakekeeper. You may be the last of your kind, and Zariel is not the only one interested in... As Darmita just smacks her in the face, pinwheeling her backwards, dropping her to 0.
I did say before I hit her that I do want to know where he is.
You did, and you just did 3 points too many.
I mean-
she has 180 hit points.
so is she unconscious? or is
Without
she
the
dead?
rage, it was 179 plus 3 for rage. So in the moment, you're just so mad, you freaking drop her.
I just take her bow.
Yeah,
You bend down, take the bow. She sprawls on the ground. She is dying. And she's
And I look
off.
at
All right.
kind of look at Henrietta like,
What do you want?
And
to
I
do?
just kind of go,
Did you kill her or did
Oops.
you knock her out? Yeah.
I knocked.
She's taking death saves. For the bosses, I often do death saves. What do you want to do?
It sounded like that Darmita didn't want her to die, so she'd be taking magical damage. but that could be misinterpreting.
I think in
So it's up to you,
her
Bela.
miscalculation of the rage, she killed
Yeah.
her without realizing it, because that's funnier.
I do agree. That is, I think that's poetic.
Okay.
It's also what would Ben Coombe do, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
First essay. Oh, failed.
What? Why did you roll it now?
Okay, so all right, let's go in order. So Darmita finished her turn. Darcy, Henrietta, you're up.
Great. What do you plan
Yeah.
on doing with her now?
Heal her.
Right. Healer? Or...
Tie her up and heal her.
Yeah, like
All right. Yeah. I mean, if people say that, then that's look at the.
Sure. You have a
Look at
few
my
seconds
movement.
left.
Just take a look at the movement. I can get there. I will walk over. I will pin her. And then as a bonus, like I will take an action to grapple her, basically, while she is on the ground.
Sure.
And then I will use Healing Word bonus action to heal her.
Sure thing. Go ahead
So-
and roll the heal.
So I assume she just fails against my athletics check to grapple her.
Oh yeah, she's not. She's out. She's done.
Arguably, I don't even need an action, but I think we'll respect action
Yeah, no.
economy. How much is the heal? It's like D4 plus
It's a
my
D4 plus
math.
your mods.
I'm just gonna add the mod after. So that is a total of 7.
All right, she now has 7 hit points.
She has 7 hit points.
all right.
And I'm just like, hello again.
And technically speaking, we kept our end of the bargain.
Yeah.
You people are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Fine. Have it your way. You want your friend back. I want to end this damned war.
Like, look up a spell slot for that.
All right. And with that, I think we're going to take a break
Cool. Sounds
to
good.
get and think about what you want to do next. Internet, we are always looking for viewer suggestions. So if you thought of a title for today's episode, you're more than welcome to make suggestions in chat. You can also come up with ideas of how the Arrhenius or anything else that might happen. Yeah, Fen? No, but anybody else can too. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in 10. Oh, that's my line. All right. Hey, everybody. You've been hanging out with me too long. You've been saying that let's do this.
This.
It's good. It's good. Welcome back. Welcome back, Internet. Hello. We're playing some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm the DM. Thanks for sticking with us. Thank you, Sarah Fabriel, for the episode title suggestions. Rage Against the Inferno, which is kind of fun. And I appreciate you risked your neck in Guild Wars just to type that in. That's commitment right there. If I remember correctly, Guild Wars is the one where like if you die, you have like serious setback. Kind of reminds me of the old days back when I was addicted to Evoline. So we are gonna pick up right where we left off with the party.
That makes sense.
So Sarnia is laying on the ground, breathing, kind of half propped up on one elbow, looking at you all incredulously, like
No, she's
almost
pinned.
surprised.
She's on the ground. It's not on. No. I'm grappling her. She's not propping herself up on anything. She's
Oh, nice.
pinned on the
So she
ground.
goes to prop herself up, and you pin her down. She's looking up at you, pinned to the ground, and all of you kind of ring around her. Yeah, you gotta watch out for them harpies, man. Gotta watch out for them harpies. Wait, herpes? No, harpies. Anyway, yeah, I have that somewhere. Anyway, so you are ringed around the Sarnia, and she is pinned down before you, and she looks up at you with these extreme frustration, but it appears like she's trying her best to kind of bite that back. Her sense of she usually exudes this sense of competence and almost overconfidence. And now it's a tough pill for her to swallow. You defeating her yet again.
Yeah, it should make that surprising.
Henrietta says.
I mean, I was only there the one time. I don't say that.
All right. You have me. What do you want?
Again.
All right. We've established precedents. What do you want?
We want our friend back, whole and fine.
I can do that. What do I get in return?
I can tell you this much. You've escaped me killing you at least a couple times now by the skin of your teeth. I'm willing to make an arrangement with you where we don't have to cross paths as enemies again. However, it requires you to bring our friend back. If you do that and he is whole and unharmed, we can come to an arrangement that's beneficial to both of us.
So my rage is gone.
Yeah.
So I did take my point of exhaustion.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm probably
All of a sudden, that mall you've been carting around
that
as
mall,
if it's nothing.
Yeah, it's on the ground.
You
It's on
get
the
the
ground.
ropes back on it. And heft it back
Yeah.
between your shoulder blades. It's
And I look at Fenris and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't understand this. She's gonna go get him and bring him. We
No.
let her go to go
We're not
get
letting
him.
her go.
But-
She's going to
Okay.
summon him.
Oh, okay. I was misunderstanding that.
I know you're tired and exhausted from smacking
Yeah.
her.
How do you
You're not
think I
going.
feel?
Smack.
You're not going free from this situation. You're going to bring Benkum here. You're going to summon a lackey to go get him and fetch him and bring him here. Because if there is something untoward with him, you will not leave here alive.
fine. I will summon. Actually, I was expecting more to be here already. They're probably on their way. I will send them away, and you will be my guests here in my abode. We will get your friend back to you, and then you may continue about your business. In your mind again, Fenris, you feel a push asking for
Okay.
communication. Normally it would
Okay.
be forced upon you, but you've got that ring of mind shielding. Spare me, golden eyes, and we could just end the torture of this entire realm.
Do you mean? And I kind of say that telepathically back.
When I know you are a wayfarer, but I've been to more places than you so far. When scouting for weapons of power for my master Zeriel, I have walked in many realms. The unstopping flow of the Styx continually drenches this realm in war, tunneling up from the abyss. Wayfarers, such as yourself, were thought to be extinct. But if you could help us, come with me. We can go to Zariel, or Mephistopheles, or Hells, even Asmodeus himself. Anything you wish for could be your reward. If you will do us a service and undo what one of your kind did a long time ago.
Something to do with the story, and I kind of relate just very briefly the story I heard from the succubus, the veiled one, when it comes to how the sticks became with the ancient god. I kind of hint at that. Remember, and as a player, I'm kind of hazy on it, but I do remember that getting that story out of the veiled one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, the veiled one told all of you, actually. You would all have heard, I think. About how...
So I let that kind of drop with her to let her know I know a bit more than about the Wayfarers.
So you're all standing over Sarnia, and then suddenly Fenris starts monologuing.
Well, no, that was telepathic, right?
That was telepathic.
Oh, okay.
So but that is what I was thinking. That though is that there's sort of this beat because telepathic still takes time, right?
Mm-hmm.
If no one's saying anything, as far as I can tell, I do want to say. What did you mean when you said you wanted to? What do you mean when you say you want to end this war?
There are those who have grown accustomed to this never-ending war, comfortable even. Bel would just as happily continue it. Even Zariel, as much as they profess to have turned sides from the Celestial to become the Archduke. Even Zariel can be a bit weighed down by the pressures of having to make sure we have enough to drive back the hordes that tunnel up from the abyss. I don't hide the fact that I'm ambitious. And when I see the tide is turning, I will turn with it. But I suspect you all have heard of the eternal war as the demons tunnel up through the abyss, popping up in random spots, requiring us to spread our forces around the entire realm, trying to keep an eye, building this watchtower after watchtower, driving back every
to the point.
Foray.
Sorry.
If we could stop that gateway and find a way to change the flow of the sticks, there are very few, if any, who could do such a thing. Even Asmodeus would never dare to dream. Or perhaps likes things the way they are. But your golden-eyed friend here comes from a long line of those who walk the plains. And though you are but young, it's in your blood. if you would be willing to assist, why, all the hells, certainly Avernus, would be in your debt.
Can I I'm watching her pretty intensely because I don't trust her. So I want to
Do an
check
insight
for
check.
her honesty.
Sure. Do an insight check.
I'm trying not to be that,
That's
I'm
okay.
trying to let you say that would be this.
That would be an
Trying
insight
to-
check.
Yeah, I want to be a good player.
Yeah.
I want to
That's
be
just what you're
fair.
going for.
I know shit. She is as honest as they come. I've never met anybody more honest.
You're exhausted, and
And
normally you would get
No,
advantage,
that's true. Good. I was gonna say, and you're right.
but you
yep.
are exhausted, and you just look up at her, and she seems
Actually,
broken.
that's an ability check. I would get disadvantage.
Well, exactly.
But
But we're countering it
You
with
are
Oh,
Your
favored terrain,
favored enemy.
favored
Right.
enemy.
enemy.
Favorite enema.
An enemy.
Your favorite enema would normally give you advantage, but you now have disadvantage, so it's straight roll. And you rolled. You got rolled a 3, got a 4. For our listeners.
I am trying to also, see if she's lying. Ultimately, it doesn't matter to me, but at this point, I am trying to see if she's trying to pull a fast one on me.
just sort of curious.
All
Yeah,
right.
not you'd bother
I will
trying.
allow the total of 2 of these checks. So go ahead.
I'm certainly not going to try. I don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna do. It's insight, right? Okay.
Insight.
Oh no, I don't know either. Like, all right, it's
Dice
not that big of a
just
deal.
Want you to believe her.
Yeah, I kind of do, but okay, all right, whatever. But what I'll say is this: if you asked me before I came here, I don't think so. But since meeting and speaking to a couple of you, I am actually open to helping stop the flow of the sticks. And I say that genuinely. Like no deceit. I am actually open, not because they're the devils or whatnot, but the story from the Veiled One actually has shifted my perception of this place a bit. That it was once beautiful and there's the potential. And I am not a fan of the angels and the paladins because of what they've done. So I am actually genuinely open to helping stop this eternal conflict with that's being brought about with the sticks and the demons coming through.
So the Arrhenius, pinned to the ground, looks at you and just has this smile. Now,
Pardon me.
let's see what we can do about your friend. Zagat. She turns and you look out and you see a spine devil hovering just about 5 feet outside of the broken wall. Just come up. And she calls out and says, Zagat, come here. It flies in and lands. It stays back a good 40 feet, kind of repositioning its grip on the pike that it carries, and looks at you all. And Zariel telepathically mentions to Henrietta, "This will be a lot more convincing if you let me up and make it appear I am in charge."
Do you really think that's possible? I'm saying this aloud. I'm like
Mhm.
following
Of
the
course.
conversation that was said before. Yeah. It's one thing to be able to seal this gate or whatever it is that it would require, but is it gonna change that? And I just like gesture out to like the whole hellscape, and I'm gonna help her up.
You let
I'm still
go
holding
of her
on to her.
clavicle and pull her arm.
Yeah,
through the whole
I'll pull her
grip
up. I'm gonna try and like basically have a hand on her back if I can.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still
It's-
have my inky tendril on her. It lasts a
Yeah,
minute.
it's just like
It's like
ready
she
to
can't
siphon.
avoid that. Yeah.
Nice. She's only got 7 hit points, so she kind of steadies herself and wobbles
Does
a
it
little.
stay on a creature that I guess she's unconscious? Yeah, she didn't die. Fair enough. Yeah.
So she's wobbly, and it's a good thing Henrietta's keeping her hand on her back because she probably would have fallen over. Remember, she's fighting in full plate mail in stiletto heels because she's badass. Anyway,
He's got wings. It's fine.
it's true. So she kind of steadies herself and looks back at this spine devil, and she barks again in infernal. Quickly, these are my guests. I need to see Burak immediately. It's about a prisoner. It kind of looks at her and hisses for a second, and then turns on its heel and leaps away and flies off. As it's leaving, it turns back and pauses for a second and calls back to her and says, and in infernal, those of you who can understand, says, I'm sorry that we are late. There was an attack. It is coming this way. Sarnia kind of looks back at it and says, buy us time. How long? 5? Maybe 10. Well, then be quick about it. And it flies off. Sarnia turns back to you and says,
And
oh yeah, go ahead.
oh no, you finish, please.
Oh, Sarnia turns back and says, the damned demons are sending another foray. We don't have long here. We can't stay. Do you have means to move quickly? Can you fly? And she looks derisively at the Aarakocra.
Most of us, or some of us, I should say.
Long enough.
I think-
Probably.
Is it the two of us that can do it? Only?
Yeah.
We
but
have
also-
we have a means of transportation.
Good. You're going to need it. The demon horde is on its way. You don't think this place got this way by itself, do you? She's taking a few steadying breaths, kind of dusting herself off, straightening her armor, kind of checking her wounds.
Even though I know the rages run out, every once in a while, I just kind of go,
And go ahead and roll intimidation.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to point out, you killed an Arrhenius with a backhand.
True.
I just have to.
Okay, roll
I just-
intimidation.
I feel
With
she
advantage.
would do that. Oh, so straight roll.
Yeah. Straight roll.
Great.
Where is it?
All right, so while that's happening, about 3
17.
Ooh, 17. All right.
Yep.
She flinches. She legitimately, like, one eye is pretty puffy from where you'd slapped her last time. All right, nicely done. Yeah, she's pretty cowed. All right, about 3 minutes later, that same spine
Keep having a
devil.
conversation for.
Sorry,
a
go
minute.
ahead.
And I'm like looking at like everyone basically at this point, not just her. Mostly Fenris, I guess, actually, because it seemed like a lot of what she was talking about was directed at him. I don't know if I caught all that or not. I know there was telepathic stuff.
You
but I don't
picked
know
up
if it was
most of the
whole
bits and
gate
pieces.
thing. I don't know. That did specifically ask, so she started talking aloud.
Mhm. Eventually, she did
Stop
start
this.
saying all that last part aloud.
If we can stop this, that's no more souls brought down here. Hell Trail free to go. One thing to stop your problems, but it's another if it actually. No.
Well, let's just say I never expected to be having this conversation with someone dressed like yourself. And then Darmita does this again, and she flinches.
Alright. Alright.
Alright,
Before
clock
the
is
3
ticking.
minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, there's something else. We came here for the rods. We know they're here.
She looked like she was about to try to bluff, but then she kind of, you said that last part, and she just kind of deflates. They're in there. She points, and around the corner, in what is affectionately known as W5, way back over here. You go.
We're gonna march
walking
her over there.
It doesn't take
We're gonna
long,
march.
and with her
Yeah.
help, you have no problem. You actually totally for free, which is good because it would take time to crack open a safe.
Okay.
You go over. There's a knoll chained up against the wall, and Sarnia kind of playfully smacks it, and it hisses at her, and then looks around confused and dazed. And it's literally chained there. And then she goes into the safe, wrestles out these 9 adamantium rods. They're about almost your arm length. Very thin though, so they're mediumly heavy, but they're not going to be too.
Dowels.
If you divide them amongst you, yeah, they're kind of like dowels. If you divide them amongst you, you don't have any problem carrying them.
So I have completed my end of the bargain, right?
Mhm.
Do I
Yeah.
feel any different?
Let's just say you feel like the world of opportunity has opened up in front of you.
Right. Okay. Just there was some negative consequences if I didn't find if I didn't find the rods and ended up at odds. So I'm like, okay, I'm done now. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
You clutch them, you just divide them amongst your party, and you're ready to leave this place just in time. So as you walk back into the main room from doing that, it was mostly Fenris and let's say I don't think Falurie is going to let this Arrhenius out of his sight, and so
Nope.
you all come back, and as you come back, the sky, which was normally somewhat reddish and orange and roiling, you just see this strange darkened haze kind of beginning to permeate the sky in front of this entire structure. You're a good almost 100 feet in the air, looking out over the blasted plains, and you can look and see the sticks, but you actually can't see the shore right now, as this mass of swarming, blackened little tiny figures at this range begin just roiling up out of the sticks and just beginning to take over part of the shore. And they're moving almost like this incredibly wide anthill kind of colony, just storming out. And you see from this vantage point over the plains of Avernus, you can see foray after foray about winged devils kind of strafing above, and you see blasts of fire, you see some lightning, you see several phalanx of bearded devils. Even at this range, you can hear their cries, probably a good, maybe 500, 800 feet away, but from your vantage point, you can hear them and see them pretty clearly. Just driving like a wedge into all these weird, demonic, twisted creatures that have been climbing up above the banks of the Styx. You find yourselves overlooking what would very, very soon be a very nearby battleground in the eternal war. We had best get going if you want to retrieve your friend. Unless you want to stay and help drive back the demonic hordes yourselves. The Arrhenius taunts.
Such a bitch.
We're taking her with us.
All right. So you
We're taking
take
her with
down
us to our
to the infernal machine. A couple of horned devils show up, and there is like a dozen barbed devils all kind of rallying around this point. There's a whole phalanx of spine devils keep strafing past and just into the hordes of the demons that are bubbling up over the Styx. And you can see them. They're only about maybe 300 feet away at this point. And the Arrhenius barks a couple of orders to some of the horned devils nearby, and they give a puzzled look at you, and she just waves dismissively. And at one point, one of the horned devils kind of has this staring contest with her, and the Arrhenius just kind of does what we're gonna call the Darmita flinch, and the horned devil backs down, and so she, Sarnia, joins you in your infernal machine. You fire it up. Darmita at the wheel. Falurie just kind of sitting cross-armed, watching the prey settle itself in the back of your infernal machine. And Sarnia calls forward and says, "You need to make for the bone brambles, and then arc round northwards. Do your best to avoid the firestorms. Not for me, but your machine here would probably be torn to ribbons. Let's go get your friend."
We want to call it at 12?
I was going to say, I think we're going to call it right there. You guys, off you go, and leave a huge battle in your wake. It is a pitched battle.
I almost don't want to call it because I want to get
I
it back.
know!
Come on, guys. 15 more minutes. This is killing me.
I'm fine with going more. It's just a very good ending.
This
was like a TV
I think
show.
we're going to call it here.
The one thing that I'd like to see is the camera sort of settle on Falurie, and I just want to get what's going on in her head. She's been a little quiet, and she's the most personally invested in this person dying.
Yeah.
What?
But she did promise she would not kill her.
Sure.
She did make that promise.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that other people can't fulfill killing her and then me taking the body back.
Totally.
Also,
and we saw you
Falurie.
make that arithmetic. You're like, I can make this promise. Darmita's going to kill them, and Fenris is going to kill her. You felt very confident in that, and suddenly we're making a deal. I just want to see what is going on in Falurie's head, right?
You taking her back, was it dependent upon her being dead, or was it dead or alive?
Dead or alive.
Yeah, I always thought it was dead
and
or alive.
I thought that you got more if she came back alive.
So Falurie,
you benefited more.
Falurie, your order assumed that the turncoat and the Arrhenius, they had assumed the worst, and they sent you on a mission to get it back. This creature that had stolen one of the artifacts of your most holy artifacts of your temple. You now hold in your hands the slivers of the heavens, an artifact bow that had been assumed lost somewhere into the hells when Sarnia and Kaleka took it. I don't know if that changes your mission. That's up to you.
No, it won't change the mission, because having the bow is one thing, but having lived through, her dream, along with, Henrietta and Fenris, she knows that it's not just Kaleka and Darren. Yes, there's someone else. There's someone in the higher order of the monastery that has organized, blessed this, and allowed this to happen. So, does she want Darren dead? Possibly, but she wants answers as well.
Cool.
Because there's no point of, hey, I got the bow back. That's great, and then 2 days later, she gets stabbed in her room or something. So, right now, she understands the necessity of keeping her alive for the sake of getting Ben Kum. But after that, it will be, alright, now it's time to provide some answers, and maybe it's finding Kaleka and getting him to talk as well, and before finally, either bring her back or foregoing that bounty and just go clean house in the monastery.
Alright, sounds like you've got something to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And with that, we're going to call it for the night. Alright, thanks so much for watching and for listening. Thanks to the viewers for suggestions. I love that name, Rage Against the Inferno. I might even modify that ever so slightly. Rage Against the Inferno. What do you guys think? Yeah?
Like infernal. There wasn't actually any fire in this session.
It's true. I had plans.
Weirdly low on fire.
Boiled them.
I thought the Hornbills can throw fire, can't they? I really thought that was going to happen.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
I was ready to use that necklace fireball, but everybody's fucking immune to fire.
That's
totally.
pretty much decorative down here now. All right. Thanks so much for listening and for watching, everybody.
This is really cool, Todd. Yeah, a lot of new elements.
I think we haven't left this behind. You have, what was it, 5 days left on the ability to res Lulu. You have your mom to check out and find possibly the Sword of Zariel is still somewhere out there in the Bleeding Citadel. You've got the 9 adamantian rods. You've got Zariel's name.
Yeah.
You guys have collected quite a little thing.
And by the way, just before we do cut, I do want to throw out there, they all slept, and Darmita got them here without the rest, knowing the consequence of Lulu. So I am going to probably at some point, she's probably, plus she just got the exhaustion. I think she's going to need to rest. So I know that we said that I fired it up and everything, but I do think if we can retro active that, I do think it should be probably Hen. I think Hen is able to drive as well.
Will take the take the wheel.
I've
so
never
that I can
described Hen driving. I don't think that she's.
Oh, I thought last
in a
time
position
you
to
had
do
said
so.
she could.
I think probably Fenris might be your best bet.
I'm proficient, because I learned how.
Okay.
So Fenris,
all right.
As Darmita almost crashes the thing at one point because she's just barely keeping it together.
Yeah, like when she needs to sleep off.
Yeah. So you guys can spell each other off. And next time we'll pick up wherever you end up. And we may even smash cut ahead and then back. We'll play with it. All right. So we hope to play again some other Thursday. It might be D&D next week or Shadowrun. I'm kind of up for either. But I'm kind of enjoying. We're episode 50.
D and
D&D is
D.
kind of booked
That's
on
a
it.
good episode 50.
Anchor.
Episode 50.
I want to.
That's some good beatdowns. I'm picturing Falurie just pummeling. Anyway, we should let these fine people go. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We can talk after. All right,
Right on.
thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe out there. Get stabbed.
Yeah.
You know, you can share that photo with us if you want. Get stabbed for good. I think I kind of want that as a hashtag. Get stabbed for good. Anyway. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will be back next week. And check us out if you want previous episodes. You know where to find us. We'll probably do a raid at the end if anybody wants to stick around past the credits. And all our music is Creative Commons, so go and check out those credits and give those artists who share their talents for free. So thank you so much for that, and check out those attributions in just a second. Here's everybody. Thank you, SideQuest Live. Thanks so much for tuning in. We try to record all of our games as much as possible, whether that's Dungeons & Dragons or Shadowrun or another tabletop role-playing game. Just a quick side note about all the licenses and copyrights involved. Our music is all Creative Commons attribution music on our live stream video feed or YouTube replay or Twitch VOD. We always attribute each individual artist, so be sure to check out those individual artist attributions. Lots of love to so many people who make their work available so that we can do what we do. So thank you. It influences our game. It makes it immeasurably better. So much appreciation for them. Let's not forget the makers of the games. Dungeons & Dragons is copywritten by Wizards of the Coast. They own it. They make it available to all of us to play, and it's wonderful. We are in no way affiliated with them, and nor do they endorse this podcast, but we are very appreciative. The other game we often play is Shadowrun, which is Catalyst Games, and again, we are not affiliated with them, and they do not endorse us, but we really appreciate their game, and we hope you appreciate our game. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitch and YouTube, and watch for those live games once we're streaming them out. And of course, we do accept suggestions for names, so please hit us up on Instagram and name our stuff. All right, thanks so much. I'm Todd, and this has been SideQuest Live. We'll see you again soon. Hold on. I'll say that on the stream. Hi everybody. So we're jumping right in just for a second to mention that the players will jump even live so you can see their reactions. So yes, you have all leveled to level 13. Congratulations. That was pretty an important fight, especially for Falurie, but I think for all of you.
Definitely
Oh,
for.
I kind of hung out.
Hey, that
Yeah,
was some
for
pretty
Darmita.
clutch healing. And then Yalfin tried to take... Anyway, we'll keep doing the after hours thing. I just wanted to mention you've all leveled. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I have a decision to make. I don't know if I'm going another level Bard or another level Paladin, but I think everyone else is pretty
Oh, come
straightforward.
on, multi-class is Warlock.
I'll get another multi-class. I could do that. Yeah, that would be fun.
Never cast anything above level 4. Or 3.
Yeah.
The curse of the
I'll
multi-class.
Well-
cast
All right. We'll see you next time.
Uh,
Thanks, everybody.